1970s, 1980s.
Was that in retirement?
It was after he'd retired from dealing in antiques. The clock that's sitting between us here was one piece that was made in his early days.
And this, I mean, I'm dying to have a go with this. I mean, look at this, the trawls. I mean, it's just beautifully made. The scale is so wonderful, the proportions, the wood. One thing I pick him up on is that, as far as I'm aware, they didn't make walnut sofa tables in the late 18th century. This is what this is copied.
Okay.
But just look at this. There were no black marks at all here. And this,
He made all
that.
All that as well. The little bureau here, the knee-hole desk, I should say, the handles on that are all handmade by me as well.
There are some of the tools he used to do it.
They're just some of the tools. They were all hand tools.
This is a fantastic spread of things. And did you, I mean, I spent time with my father in his workshop and my grandfather's workshop trying to learn. Did you work with your father? Did you sit with him?
I never actually saw him making any of this. Most of this, I believe, was made after I'd left home. Whilst we in the family knew about many of them, most of them turned up, bundled up in newspaper, in a drawer, in a chest of drawers in his bedroom, which we found after he had died, sadly.
So it was a secret of his. Well, I have to value them. I mean, about 20 years ago, I commissioned one or two pieces for someone, and they cost them about £1,000 each. And you've got how many pieces?
There are 38 pieces in total.
Well, my maths roughly works out 38 times 1,000 is £38,000.
How astonishing.
Isn't that wonderful? And then,
Incredible.
just look at these, compare them to this huge, wonderful great abbey in the glorious sunshine. You've got these incredibly beautifully made pieces of furniture.
Yes.
And an abbey made by the monks themselves. I mean, it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If only I could make something like that. I'd be so proud of myself. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to show the industry and places of the human being. How clever we are, and how all this unknown skill to go on.
Are you ready for our challenge this week? It is basic, better, best. Alistair, you brought along 3 clocks, which are of course your speciality. One is basic, so worth less than all the others. One is better, and then the real humdinger is the best. And our challenge is to work out which is which. So, Alistair, talk to us about the clocks.
Well, basically, Fiona and I brought together 3 clocks that could be classed as a mantle clock or a desk clock. They were designed to be in a domestic situation, could be in the focal point of a room, a study, or a desk. So these are the 3 here.
And what ages are we talking about?
Well, these 2 at the end are early 19th century, so Regency, and the one in the centre is 1960s, 1970s, so generally referred as mid-century clocks.
And what are the values we're dicing with today?
Well, one of these clocks is worth £2,000. One of the clocks is worth £4,000, and then the best clock is worth £12,000.
So what should we be looking at? Take them one by one.
Well, if we start with the one that you have there, this is 1820s, made by a clockmaker called Weeks, Thomas Weeks.
Talk to me about that extraordinary looking thing there.
This is mid-century, made by the famous watch house Jaeger-LeCoultre, or Jaeger-LeCoultre as they like to be known as. And this has got a skeletonized baguette movement. It's basically a wristwatch elongated into a skeletonized
Have I got a view? Well, it's the first time I've seen these.
I know, well, same here.
So I am no authority on clocks whatsoever. But I would fancy the middle one.
The middle one, that's
Yeah.
the most expensive. Anyone take a different view? Sorry.
Sorry, that one there on the right.
You think that one over there
Yes.
is
I might be wrong.
the
but
best?
Yeah, I've just got a feeling.
What about you, sir?
Potentially think the one on the left here is the most expensive one here.
So we've now got 3 different
We
options.
we do.
Well, do you know what? We might have had divine inspiration, so I'm going for the one in the middle as well. Right? So I'm going to say basic, better, best.
Well, that's fantastic. I can see why you made those choices. They were just the wrong way round.
So this one is the most expensive.
That's the most expensive. Thomas Weeks is a very highly collectible,
A very well-known name, of
very
course,
well
yeah.
known name.
So this is the best at £12,000.
Yes.
So I can see why you winced when I picked it up earlier. So this is basic at 2,000. That's better at 4,000. Got it wrong again. No help from you. Or you, Father Christopher.
So you don't go on looks.
It's not every day that I come down to Devon and record a local piece of glass. So, presumably you bought it?
Yes,